25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. They'll drop this off for Bernard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That one good for 24 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Quick slant to Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. To throw is Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a third down. Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Watch 18.
On second and goal, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? So
now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Devin White, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack on first down, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 27 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen maybe with a free play. This is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. First throw now for the backup, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Minter came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And he fires one incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All going deep here for Taylor. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Trent Taylor, 51 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Trask now looks to throw on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First down, Trask.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Trask. A check down here to Jones.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trask to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Throwing, Trask. This one swung out here to Jones.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Trask. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Succop will put this one right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Trask. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Now Jones. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Here's Trask. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, some strong running. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trask under pressure. Trask, and down he goes. Joseph Osai in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Trask now. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Trask. Going up top. And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield. And that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Extra point put through by Succop. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st down, Allen. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A first down throw for Trask. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and at the 18-yard line.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
5 yards remain on second down.
We got 4. We got 4. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Setting to throw. Here's Trask. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point try now for Sucker. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen
say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Trask. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards that time for number 14. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 29, Trask. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And out of bounds right around the 20. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 49
9 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw here.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford just...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Chris Godwin ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. From the 38, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Allen. He completes it to Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
One final try here for Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Dances by him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 70 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Trask now off the play fake.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Trask.
He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now Trask.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here's Allen. On the screen, this is Evans.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Devin White, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To try again after the sack. Allen. That's complete to the tight end Sample.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Drew Sample,
26 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, Jones. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Trask. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Come on, fellas.
Final score, Buccaneers 50, Bengals 31.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.